Dokkan Battle's 10th anniversary is shaping up to be absolutely massive, and in today's video I want to make sure that you guys are prepared as possible for this monumental Dokkan celebration. What I'm aiming to do is give you quick tips in order to farm up as many stones as possible, give you a few different ways to farm up essential resources as quickly as possible, and then also give you some units that you should either be Dokkan Awakening or prioritizing your link levels for in order to be prepared as possible for the 10th anniversary. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. The first section I want to go over is kind of just like a speed blitz for how you can farm stones as quickly as possible. When you see people saying that they have 5,000 stones ready for the anniversary, unless they're spending money, this is how they are doing it. What you first want to do is go in and make sure you clear out the quest mode. You guys can see there's 6 chapters. This is an extremely easy process. One pro tip I can give you in case you do not know, if you clear the stage on the hardest difficulty, any stage, so if we clear this on super, you will get credit for clearing all 3 of the difficulties. So very quick way to get a lot of stones. This is going to be one of your best ways to go at it. Next up is going to be the Dokkan event boss rush. This one is very easy as well. You're just clearing Dokkan events back to back to back, and you can see for clearing these stages out, we are getting a nice 35 stones a pop, basically for every single one of these. Occasionally there's going to be 30, but again, a very easy way to get stones. This one's going to be kind of like a general tip for stone gathering, but next we can look at some of these like the Fighting Legend Goku missions. These are going to be giving out 5 stones apiece, and what you want to do is look through and see if you can do any of these category missions. All of these are basically going to be the same thing, clear with certain amount of teams, and if you can do that, it is going to work out very nicely for you. There are a bunch of stones in here, and this is not only going to transfer to the Goku event, this is going to be standing for the GT Goku event, the Fighting Legend Vegeta event. There's now a Fighting Legend Frieza event, and there's also going to be some other things. So you want to make sure that you're clearing out some of these challenge battles. If you can do that, Infinite Dragon Ball History is going to be an extremely efficient way to gain stones as well, clearing out specific missions with categories and stuff like that. Some of these can be a little bit more tricky than others though, so if you cannot get them done in one go, do not worry about it. But with that being said, this is going to be a very nice way for you to get stones. Another quick stone gathering method is going to be going up into the Dragon Ball Story tab. You can see it here at the top of the main menu. You press it on here and you are going to have different categories like movies, GT, Z, and Dragon Ball. This one is a little bit more hidden away, so it's a bit harder to find, but you guys can see there are a ton of different events in here, stuff that I haven't even finished yet, so I'm going to be able to get some more stones, thankfully, for this anniversary. But these are very easy to do. You just go in, clear them out, make sure you're doing the hardest difficulties, that way you get credit for both the stages at the same time, and you should be good to go. Lots of easy stones in here. Now, let's talk about the last most plentiful resource for stones in the game. Like I said, when cats talk about having like 7,000 stones, this is where they are primarily getting all of them. This is going to be from the Extreme Z Battle tab. You guys can see I still have a few to clear out. I'm a JP main, so I just haven't gotten the time to do this yet. But what you want to do is go through and clear out these EZAs, right? These are very easy to do, but once you get up to the harder levels, especially with like LRs, it's going to be a little bit tricky. So what I recommend you do if you do not have a specific setup for a boost team, what I would do is just take the best team that you have and go as far as possible. You don't need to be able to clear all of these out overnight. Don't worry, there's still plenty of time, and during the anniversary itself, all of these will be available for you to play. So Extreme Z battles, very good ways to get stones. Let's go ahead and move on to other ways or things that we need to do to farm up precious resources. Okay, so the first resource we're going to be needing a lot of is Zeni. You guys can see on the top left, I have about 1.5 billion Zeni, so a pretty decent number. Aside from just selling like Hercule statues and stuff like that, if you don't know how to do that, just go to the team tab, press the sell button, and then they'll be right there. But what we want to do for Zeni farming is find an Extreme Z battle that we can absolutely slap up easily every single time. And in this case, for me, it is going to be the Family Kamehameha one. What we want to do is just do a quick run on this with a team that's going to be good. In this case, you guys can see we have an Extreme Tech Movie Bosses team basically here. A lot of really good characters. I don't know what's going on with the friend support one. My guy needs to fill in hidden potential routes, but that is not important for this video. So what we want to do is just put Broly here in slot 1, transform this guy to get his maximum, get more links. I think more in all in all, it'll be more beneficial for us right there. Probably should have stayed untransformed, but we shall see. But right here, what we want to do is just run this, and it's going to be super easy, and this is going to give us a plentiful amount of Zeni. When we do this, we are going to be getting 1.5 million Zeni each time just from doing this alone, right? It's going to add up very quickly, just in order to make sure that we are clearing out our EZAs. Now, if you are somebody who's over 1 billion Zeni, you're probably in a comfortable spot, but I do know from the Zero to Hero account that I did run into Zeni issues quite frequently, especially at the beginning of the game. So if you need a free-to-play option, what I like to do is go to the Extreme Z battle that is known as the Fierce Rival Saga or the Fierce Battle Saga, I believe. It's the one with Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta in the front of it. Where is that one at? Let's scroll up right here. The Fierce Battle Saga. Yes, this is a really good one because you can use the Ginyu Force team in order to sort of slap this one up, right? I was trying something with the Super Bosses setup, but what you want to do is just run the free-to-play Ginyu Force saga here, because if we go to the battle info, you guys can see extreme category Ginyu Force is effective when attacking and defending. So the free-to-play Ginyu Force is going to make this look really easy, and that is going to be an extremely efficient way for you to farm up Zeni. So that is how you're going to take care of your Zeni issues. Just make sure you're clearing Extreme Z battle a whole lot, and then make sure when you go over here, go to the sell tab, and then just find your statues and stuff like that, and then go ahead and sell them, and you will be good to go. The next and final thing we need to do is take a look at some of the characters who are potentially going to be easy angs. That way we could prioritize their link leveling, their process, making sure they are Dokkan Awakened, and all of that fun stuff. That way we are more than ready to go for the 10th anniversary, and we have our characters where they need to be. So first and foremost, what we want to do is focus on the Tech LR Gods as well as the Physical LR Super Saiyan 4s. I don't know if I have them link leveled fully yet. I think I do, maybe one or two of them, but these are the hottest candidates for the EZAs in terms of the 10th anniversary. During the year, if you guys don't know, the yearly anniversary LRs from 3 years ago have been getting their EZAs for the last 3 years. The 7th anniversary, we saw the 4 years. The 8th anniversary, we saw the 5 years. And then the 9th anniversary, we saw the 6 years. So with the 10th anniversary, it is more likely than not that we will be seeing the 7th year LRs get their EZAs. So just in case you guys don't have them Dokkan Awakened, a nice little tip that you guys can do aside from going to the Awaken tab is clicking right here, and you can see the medals that you potentially would need to Dokkan Awaken the character, and you want to make sure that you just kind of do the math. So you guys are going to see we need 70 from their Dokkan event, and then 21 from the stage from the Gogeta event from the 5th year version, and then the initial release of Gogeta Blue, you're going to need 14. So you're going to want to make sure you farm up those medals. Let's go ahead and move on to the second character, which is going to be the Physical LR Super Saiyan 4s. These characters, unfortunately, I do not have rainbowed on global, but still kind of the same idea. Make sure that we are link leveling these characters, and I will be showing you the stage to do that when we are done with going over every character. So you guys can see here, same kind of idea. Make sure that we are checking our Dokkan Awakening medals, and then we should be good to go. I think there's a decent chance that this Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta could find his way onto the EZA list as well. This character, they've been waiting around for a very long time, and there are characters who have come out later than the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta who have already received their EZA. This guy came out in 2020, so it's definitely time. So you want to make sure that if he is not Dokkan Awakened and link leveled, you want to do so. You can see I had to come over here to the Dokkan Awakened tab to find it, but just 77 from his Dokkan event. Nothing too bad. One of the easier ones. I think this is definitely a hot commodity or a pretty likely EZA. Same thing goes for this guy. I think if the Kamehameha theme is true, we could see a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan LR EZA during like part 1 or the countdown or something like that. Make sure if you have this character, he is link leveled and Dokkan Awakened. If you want to see the medals, we need this right here, and then we need these right here. So a much different, more process here. We got to go to like the Bojack story event to farm those up, and then we need to go to the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Dokkan event. So this character, you want to make sure that you have Dokkan Awakened and stuff like that. Again, it's really tough to tell you who's going to EZA during the celebration because we just don't know who the theme is yet, but I think we can go ahead and get ahead of a few characters here just in order for them to be link leveled and ready to go. Now, if you need to know the stage for link leveling, let's go ahead and do that right now. Quickly, I almost forgot. Super Gogeta. I think there's a really good chance the thumbnail character for this video is going to be getting his Super EZA, so we want to make sure that we are link leveling and Dokkan Awakening and EZAing this character as well. Very easy process. This character is old, so getting his stuff done, you don't really need that crazy of a team. Make sure you have him ready to go. I think there's a very high chance that he gets the Super EZA during this 10th anniversary. Okay, so when it comes to link leveling these characters and making sure they are ready to go, you want to go to the quest mode, go over to chapter 6, go to area 35, and then go to stage 6, the Ginyu Force's Desperate Last Stand. Then what you want to do for link leveling is make sure that you are using your boosts, put it on auto mode, go ahead and start it, and you are good to go. This stage is very good because it has a super high link level rate and is relatively fast. If you have characters that are doing additional supers, there's a good chance that you will clear this out in one turn every time, and you are going to be getting a pretty high link level rate for a 45-second to minute 30-ish endeavor, right? Nothing too crazy whatsoever, stuff that we've seen before in the past. So you want to make sure that you're taking the characters that I told you to use today, or just your best characters in general and making sure they are link leveled and ready to go. what it's looking like for 2025 power creep. Bosses are going to be harder than ever before, so we want to make sure that our characters are at the best possible level in order to take on this content. I know a lot of people say they aren't going to link level their characters, but I do think it's in your best interest to at least get done your best characters as quickly as possible, because it's just going to make the game easier for you, right? It doesn't mean you need to sit here on your phone and do this all day, but it means that you can casually link level. Some other ways to passively do your link leveling is going to the growth tab and doing the study hard, eat hard, or whatever the thing is. It's the Roshi Turtle School training event, and you get 1 attempt for that per day. Unless your power level is high, you get 2 attempts per day. So you want to make sure that you are doing that as well if you want to passively link level your characters and stuff like that. Or if you want to be lazy, I don't recommend you do this. You could buy link leveling orbs as well and just do it that way. But not my say to be like whether or not you should be spending money or not. I always recommend that you do not. So here you guys can see we already got a link level just from this run alone, a level 7, a level 8, and then I don't know what else we could potentially get here. Just a level 7 and a level 8, but you guys will see that pops decent amount. So with all this being said, now you should be ready to go for the 10th anniversary and be familiar with the process that you're going to need to do in order to have as much as you need in order to be ready to go. So let me know down below what you guys think. My name has been Vilify. If you've enjoyed this video today and found it informative, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here, because we do guides all the time, and you can bet your bottom dollar that for the 10th anniversary, we're going to be here as well, covering all of it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like before you go. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all in the next one.